Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome back, everybody. Let's update our view on the euro currency. So in general, the upward direction that we talked about has happened yesterday. This is the good news. The bad news actually that it has happened without any meaningful retracement. So we thought about the pullback to some predefined levels, but market mostly was showing just really tight consolidation on intraday charts and started upward direction immediately. So currently, speaking generally, I do not see a lot of things that we could do, mostly because if you take a look at the monthly chart, you could see that market once again jumped significantly above the overbought area. So the euro currency and forex market, this is financial market, and it's more sensitive as a bond market, as a stock market. It's more sensitive to overbought oversold levels compared to commodities. Gold, for instance, could stand in overbought territory or oversold more considerable time, but euro currency and other financial markets, they are more sensible. So you can see that market previous month just showed spike, but by the end of the month still close was below it. Currently you could see once again market stands outside of the overbought area on the monthly chart, so it makes chances on the pullback significant. And here we should apply the same tactics that we usually do when market stands at overbought on the long-term charts. What the tactics is, we wait for a pullback, and if we're sure we're taking a long position, we're taking it and out on the previous top. That's the major idea. So we're not arguing with the overbought. We're out on the previous top that already has been reached. So inside of the space that now available for the market. So that's what we have as common thoughts currently on the situation. And that's why if you take a look at the daily chart, recall that this is actually strong overbought on the monthly chart, and right at this point where market also stands near the top, it's not many things that you could do because actually your target is a recent top. But here's another positive moment stands that market doesn't show any big pullbacks here. So it stands above the previous top, stands tightly around it, and you can see the same on the monthly. It's holding around the top in overbought area. This is really bullish sign. So it means that if we wouldn't have the overbought, market definitely will proceed higher to the OP target. So that just tells us that bullish sentiment still holds here. Another indirect, or better to say cross-market sign for this, if you take a look at the dollar index, I will show you here on the weekly chart. Yes, week is not closed yet. Today is just Wednesday. We should wait until the end of the week, but take a look. Market could form the weekly bearish grabber. Target of the grabber stands very close, just below these lows, the minimum target. But it means still that market should show another downside action here. So which is supports idea of the bullish sentiment on the euro currency. Meantime, on a dollar index, although we don't have it on a euro currency, but on dollar index we have this minor bullish grabber. It stands opposite to the potential weekly one, so this grabber suggests moving above this top, although I wouldn't treat it with the really full seriousness, so it's probably chances that it will fail, just this is byproduct of recent market fluctuations around the oversold area, really high. So yes, we have the grabber, but treat it with some skeptics, healthy skeptics. So because it definitely doesn't correspond to overall background that stands right now on the market. Besides, here on the dollar index we have big bearish reversal candle. It actually suggests downside action, and this actually has happened. So but anyway, this pattern stands in favor of just some waiting and seeing what will happen on the market. On the full time frame chart, you could see what's happening. It's right now stands here. So the thing that we do not want to see is the breaking out of these lows, because in this case this upward tendency will be broken. So it means that we're working right now just inside of this recent swing. So that's what we need to control and need to keep an eye on. And on the hourly chart, personally, I would watch for kind of the maybe retracement, maybe the hand shoulders pattern will be formed here for market to show some pullback. In this case, once again, the level that we previously discussed, it's around 115.50, and now it's 115.60, 66. This crossing of the trend lines, once again, this will become interesting. So we suggest that here will be kind of the downside ABCD based on this pattern. So where should appear somewhere precisely around this level, because we have the 1.7 potential hand shoulders pattern. So anyway, at this point, since market stands near the top, which is actually our potential bullish target, we do not have a lot to do. So maybe it makes sense to wait a couple of sessions, see what we will get.